kids. He's into heavy metal, but he's out of drugs and alcohol. John the Beast, later in the show. But first, who has the right to... Princess...
From heavy metal band Escape. Tonight, after this break, you're going to find out how to get into it without having to get out of it on TWT.
When they nicknamed him the Beast, they chose well. Just to look at him is a little frightening. John the Beast is huge, 23 stone. His music is heavy metal, but his message is quite different. John the Beast is dedicated to proving that the rock scene and drugs and alcohol don't have to be one and the same. He plays lead guitar in the heavy metal group Escape and spends some of his spare time telling kids in Adelaide's Parafield area to give drugs the flick. I went along today when John the Beast was spreading the word, but first the Beast in action.
Wear this gear, these clothes, and play the guitars and put on the sort of show that we do because the name of the band's Escape, and we Escape, we try and look as different as possible. We want them to forget about everything and get into the total euphoria of the show because we care.
Well, when he walked in, I thought that he was going to have to come and tell us all about what not to use drugs and that, and then he'd go home and he'd use drugs himself. I thought he was just here just to tell us about it, but he's not, I don't reckon.
How's it going, everyone?
Pretty good.
Now, you know where we're from? You know who we are?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what our motto is?
Yeah.
Right. And how many of you know what drugs are? Give us some names.
Heroin.
Heroin.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Marijuana.
Marijuana, alright. Smart one here.
Crack.
Crack.
How much do you have to take if it's going to kill you? Like, do you have to take a whole heap?
Well, it depends on the drug. Every different drug has a different effect. Like a little bit of heroin can kill you, whereas it can be a lot of alcohol can kill you. But inadvertently, it doesn't matter what drug it is, one way or another, it's going to kill you. Whether it's in a car crash, whether you're off your face on a trip one day and you think you can fly, whether you're on angel dust and you think you're God and you can walk on water, it's going to kill you one way or another.
What about your interest in drugs, your anti-drug campaign? You've helped with it out here at Parafield. Why the interest?
Well, it's something we've always believed in, even before we were in the band. And now with the public interest that's in the band, the small amount of fame we've achieved, we can make our views more public and stop more people from destroying their lives, because that's all they're doing.
Have you experimented yourself with drugs?
No. I'm a nurse. I was a nurse until about 6 months ago, and I've seen it every day in hospital. You know, kids coming in dying from overdoses, people dying from overdoses, things like that. I've seen people getting their guts torn out from stomach pumps and that. I couldn't.
With the image that you have, at first thought you'd say, satanic, drugs, the whole bit. Do kids expect that from you?
I hope not. A lot of people are misconstrued by their first visual of that. I think we're about to cut up virgins on stage or something like that. But as I said before, that's why we're called Escape. You know, we just get away from everything. And there's no pro-violence, pro-chemicals, anything in that performance. It's just an hour and a half of total mayhem.
Now, John, if you told me not to have a beer after the show tonight, I wouldn't. I'd be too frightened you might find out. But do you scare kids?
I hope not. If we can save one person's life through what we're doing, then it's successful.
John the Beast, back with more after this.